What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon, MLB DFS video. It is Saturday. It is September 7th edition. We are back with another MLB video. Hopefully you guys did well on Friday. Hopefully you guys are going to do well today. Let us know how you guys have done with the NFL. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. Do things a little bit differently. We break it down just a little bit different than what you're used to. That being said, we go through each game, we look at the pitchers, we look at the batters. We use Outlier.bet, which is our sponsor. You can check them out, Outlier.bet, and I'll let you know why. So, down below, you can find a link. You guys sign up using our link, go through a 7-day free trial, and use the $20 package. We're going to give you a free month of FTA+. On top of that, they have a pro package worth $130. You sign up, go through the 7-day free trial, check it out for 7 days. If you don't like it, you can cancel. But purchase it, and we're going to give you 3 months free, which is $90 value of FTA+. That being said, anyone who signs up for, or currently, we have a few coupon codes left, but if you go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, which you see right here, go to FTA+, sign up for the yearly pass, use the promo code VIP customer, all one word, all capital letters, VIP customer. Instead of $199, you can get it for $99. Very limited coupon codes left, so if you guys are interested, get in that for the first week of NFL. So we do have giveaways every single video. We barely got to the giveaway for today's video. And how to win, like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment. If the video gets at least 50 likes, you have a chance at a free week of FTA+. Yesterday's video got 51 likes. If we get to 100 likes, you have a chance at a free month of FTA+. 150 likes, a chance at a free year. 200 or more likes on this video, a chance at a lifetime pass. If we can get to 200 likes on this video, I'm going to give away 2 lifetime passes as well. So definitely check that out. Then the second way is somewhere in the video there'll be a keyword. All you got to do is listen for that keyword, type it in, and have a chance to win a week of FTA+. Now, this will be the last video. We have a free month of Outlier.bet that we were given 5 passes for you guys. So we're going to roll it. I'm going to try something a little bit different. We only had 19 comments, so you have a 1 out of 19 chance to win today. And I think I kind of like this wheel. Let me know if you guys like this wheel. I really do. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin this wheel first. That'll be the first winner. Then the second one will be anyone that had the outlier keyword in it will win the final Outlier.bet monthly pass. So, that being said, let's go. Going to spin, and the winner is, it even shows it down here, Keith Miles 3045. Congratulations, Keith. Email me dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp, the number 1 at gmail.com. And let me know if you have a username on the site. If you do not, let me know a username and email you would like, and we will get you set up for that free week of FTA+. Now, we're going to re-roll this again until we get the outlier comment. LG5295. LG has won the past, 3 videos or so. And I understand there are people commenting out there like, he always wins. He is here every day, and you can see it is random. It is random. It barely went to him, though. You can see it almost went to every day is Sunday. It was very close. All you got to do are come here, leave comments for you guys. So that's what we said. But LG, unfortunately, did not have the keyword in this comment. So we're going to re-roll it yet again to see who's going to be the winner. Debonair, 3838. Congratulations, Debonair. Excellent content. Outlier is life was the key phrase. Hit me up, and what I'll have you do, Debonair, what you got to do is the link down below for Outlier. Click that. Sign up. Get all the way to the credit card screen. Do not enter your credit card. Email me and tell me the email you used to sign up. And then I will get in contact with Outlier, and they will give you your free month of Outlier Pro. So congratulations to both of you. And it is time. We're going to break it down. So it's a weird Sunday or Saturday slate. So we've got 3 broken up on DraftKings by 3. So you got 2 early: Washington, Pittsburgh, Yankees at Cubs. Clark Schmidt coming off the IL, DJ Hurst going against Pittsburgh, Assad versus the Yankees, and Luis Ortiz versus Washington. Now, we're not going to break this 2-game slate down because we're not going to play this slate. I would look at Clark Schmidt. He's probably right around 70 pitches, give or take. We do have, looking at this, you got DJ Hurst coming in against Pittsburgh. I don't mind him. Assad against the Yankees, I'm probably not using him. And then Luis Ortiz against Washington, probably not using him. So if I were to stack, it would be the Yankees here. And I'm probably stacking Washington as well against Ortiz. But on DraftKings, you have to take 2 pitchers, so it might be Schmidt and Hurst for me. We're not going to really break it down because it's only 2 games. So we are going to go to the early slate here. We've got pretty good slate to look over. Weather is not a concern here, and what I will, except for 1 game in New York, what I'm going to tell you is towards the end of this video, stick around because we're going to give you the top 5 pitchers on the entire day that have the best odds against the opposing teams who strike out the most. We call that segment Pitches Be Crazy. On top of that, at the very end, we're going to give you all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating, and let's go. So Tampa Bay at Baltimore, we've got Eflin versus Pepio. Eflin coming in, or Pepio on the road is got, going here against Baltimore is a feat of its own. He's already faced them once this year, lost that game, did go 6 innings, gave up 4 earned runs, but had 9 strikeouts in that game. So Pepio at 7,900 could be a little bit sneaky option there. Never really know what we're going to get here, but I don't mind Pepio for tournaments because everyone's going to be on Baltimore, which is understandable. No one's going to be on Tampa Bay bats. Then you got Eflin coming in facing his former team. Now this is where I usually say something like he's facing his former team, the pitchers, the catchers, the batters, the pitching coach, everyone on this team knows what he likes to throw. That could work against him in this scenario. Splits-wise, he's already faced them once this year. Did go 7 innings with 7 strikeouts. Was that recently? Yeah, that was recently at Tampa Bay. So he's already had success against them. Now he's pitching at home, which, you can't really go splits, but he's had 3 straight really good games, 1 including this Tampa Bay team. Even though Tampa Bay might know what he's throwing, they are a horrible offensive team overall. So I do not mind Eflin. I like both of these pitchers at this price, but here's where Outlier comes into play that we absolutely love them. So we can come through and we can go into matchup details. So we look in the matchup details. This brings in a ton of different websites. You've got the starting pitcher, you got injuries, you got insights, you got BVP, and you got batter splits, all where we need to have it. You can even break it down. If you go into a player themselves, it'll actually show you their matchup against the whatever pitcher it is, the pitcher arsenal, and then how this batter fares against this pitcher's arsenal or different pitches. It's awesome what Outlier brings to the table. That is why they are the sponsor of these videos. So please give Outlier some love. Even just throw Outlier in there. Go check it out. Click on our link. Sign up. Get a free trial for 7 days. I want them to see that you guys are very interested in it. The more you guys engage with them and help us, the more they may give out passes for you. The more they may continue to sponsor these videos for us to help you guys even more. Because without sponsors, to be honest with you, I don't make enough. I don't make much at all. So the more sponsors of anything would be awesome. So let's give Outlier some love. Go check them out. Tweet at them. Say you heard about them through us at advisors_team. Please help us out. Use the hashtag bringing home the bacon. We are going to start, if we start getting tagged in these hashtags, we're going to randomly choose people to win free content from FTA Plus. So if you want to check it out, go follow us on Twitter at advisors_team. Tweet something towards Outlier, tagging us at advisors_team with the hashtag bringing home the bacon. If we start to see these in our feed, we'll randomly pick someone to win every so often, give you guys a free month. So I just wanted to bring that out to you. So we can look at this. The Tampa Bay bats against Eflin. 1 home run is Morel. That's it. Against right-handed pitching, they don't do bad. But again, I'm not taking Tampa Bay today. Baltimore, against Pepio, McCann has a home run. Gunnar Henderson has a home run. Against right-handed pitching, we know that Gunnar's batting .292 with 27 bombs. O'Hearn's got 13 bombs. You got Kowser with 16. Santander has almost 30 home runs. You got Cedric Mullins with 13. We know what we're getting out of this Baltimore team for the most part. So if I were to look at this game, I'm taking the Baltimore Bats. I'm taking Eflin against Tampa Bay. Detroit at Oakland, Osvaldo Bido versus Brent Herter. So Bido at home, splits-wise. He's got 355 at home. Has not faced Detroit this year. Coming off of the worst game he's had so far in a while, since over a month. That was against Seattle. That team does strike out the most. But we kind of look at that. And tournament-wise, I don't mind. He has not faced Detroit this year. 8,700 is kind of expensive for him. I don't know if I like that. Then you got Herter. Splits-wise, on the road, a 519, but again, no starts there. Basically, 5 innings back-to-back games. Other than that, we haven't really seen that. So there's not a lot to, think about. But you can see he's gotten double digits here. For tournaments, I don't mind him at 6,800. I'm not using bats in this game. So I don't mind Bido for tournaments either, but I think I want to take the salary saving here and go with Herter just a little bit cheaper. Arizona at Houston, Kikuchi versus Eduardo Rodriguez. Obviously, battle of the lefties here. Splits-wise, pitching at home, 419, and you see he got lit up by Arizona. 4.2 innings, 7 earned runs. Trying to see how far back that was. July 14th. So July 14th, he got lit up by them. He had coming a huge game against Kansas City, and we took him in that game. I didn't expect 12 strikeouts, but I expected him to have a decent game at his price. Obviously, he had a bad game against Baltimore, good game against Boston. Arizona does hit lefties well, and they've already hit him well this year. I don't think I could pay $9,300 for him. He could go off, and I could be wrong, but I don't think I could go there. And then Erod going up against Houston. Has not faced him this year. He's got a 5.33 ERA. I would go with Houston. I would go with both bats in this scenario here. So that's where Outlier comes in handy. You just go to matchup details. You can go into the batter lineup. Obviously, they think they're showing the batters, but the ones that have had success, you got Ketel Marte fresh off the IL. He is back. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes yard today. Left-handed pitching, though. Castillo batting 429. You got Ketel Marte batting 355 with 16 bombs. Again, coming fresh off the IL. So I don't know 100% if that's going to be affected or not. Kevin Newman batting 284. Perdomo batting 314. You got Christian Walker, which we love to take against lefties. He's got only 4 home runs, but batting 271. And then you do have Randall Grichuk that we love to take against lefties. Over 300 batting average, 4 home runs there. And you always have Corbin Carroll, 6 home runs, but only batting 217. Then the Astros that I would take, Bregman I would take. He's already got 2 home runs against him. Altuve has 2 home runs against him. I would look at Yordan, who's batting 417, and he absolutely smashes lefties this year. Chas McCormick has a home run against him. I would look at him. I don't know if he'll be in there, but I would. And then Jeremy Pena is another one. So I'm avoiding the pitchers in this game. I am taking the bats on both sides. Philly at Miami, you got Nola versus McCann. Nola, 329. Splits, he did get the loss against this team. 6.2 innings, only 3 earned runs, but they got the loss, and he had 9 strikeouts. I'm still going to go back to the well with that one. That game came back in June when, they still had he still put up 23.4 fantasy points against them. Philly only put up 2 runs for him, so that's why he got the loss. I would definitely take a look at him. He's had back-to-back really good games, 20+. This is exactly what you need. And if we can get Aaron Nola under 10K, I love that for us. And then, 824 opener maybe. He is starting, I guess. Make a second straight start through the rotation. I've took no decision, blah, blah, blah. Splits-wise, 1 start under his belt. I don't trust that. It is Philly. We know that Philly is a good team. That's where I would look at. I'm looking at Nola, and I'm looking at Philly bats. So Harper. So Bohm just got put on the AL. So Schwarber for tournaments. Harper, Trey Turner, Rojas, Castellanos. I do not mind a Philly stack here and go with Aaron Nola. Then we got Cincy at New York Mets. Again, kind of pay attention because we've got the weather concern. Williamson, I thought, was pitching yesterday, but did not. They moved him back. Now he's going up against the Mets. And in that one, I still didn't like him. And then Quintana coming in. Got the White Sox win against the White Sox, his former team. Pitching at home, this is a massive ballpark. You look at his splits, home games, 435, so it is kind of up there. He's already faced Cincy once this year, 5 innings, 1 home run. This being played in New York instead of Cincy, I do give the plus to Quintana there just a little bit. I don't mind him, especially at 6,900. I'm not really looking at many of the bats. Maybe the Mets bats I'm looking at, Vientos, Lindor, JD Martinez, obviously Pete Alonso. You could look at them. But again, let's pay attention to the weather. I do like Quintana if the weather holds up in that situation. Then we get to the main slate, which is 8 games, starting with the Angels at the Rangers. You have Tyler Anderson versus Jack Leiter. Now, Leiter has not been decent. Tyler Anderson really hasn't done anything either. Single digits his last 4 starts. Now he's going up against Texas, which I don't want that. I mean, he has had success against Texas. 7 innings, 1 earned run, which was a home run, and 4 strikeouts. Decent game there. Tournament, okay, but I'd probably rather take the Texas bats and just feel a little bit more confident than not, to be honest with you. So let's take a look at the bats. Texas bats against Anderson. So Jonah Heim has 2 home runs. Ezekiel Duran has a home run. You could look at them. And then left-handed pitching, you got, or I guess the Texas bats against left-handed pitching. Nate Lowe with 3 bombs, batting 295. Simeon with 5 home runs, batting 268. Josh Smith batting 304 with 4 bombs. You got Adolis Garcia batting 233 with 5 home runs. You got Wyatt Langford, 4 home runs, 18 RBIs, 244 batting average, still over league average, which is still wild to me. So I do not mind a Rangers stack here. Then you got Jack Leiter. Jack Leiter here, 11.78 ERA, game logs 9 ERA his last start, which was against the Yankees. 5 innings, 5 earned runs, 2 Ks, 11 ground balls, which is good, but the ground balls are good. But yeah, he's been so bad that we take the Angels. Even though the Angels aren't that good of a team, we're still taking the Angels here. Against right-handed pitching, Logan O'Hoppe, 263 batting average. I love that. 14 home runs. You've got Zach Neto with 15 bombs. You got Joe Adele with 12, batting under 200. But if anyone could solve his sickness of batting against right-handed pitching, it could be Jack Leiter. Then you got Mickey Moniak, batting 241 with 13 bombs. You always got to look at Taylor Ward, batting 216 with 18 home runs in this one. So I am avoiding pitching in both sides. I like Texas stack a little bit more, obviously. But the Angels, don't sleep on the Angels because Jack Leiter is bad. Colorado at Milwaukee, the next game. We've got Tobias Myers versus Ty Block. So Myers coming in has a good matchup here because Colorado strikes out the second most out of any team, especially on the road, which they are. 3 ERA from Myers, splits. He's already faced him once this year. Did get the loss, did go 6 innings, had 5 strikeouts, 4 earned runs. I'm guessing that was in Colorado. Yep, that was in Colorado where they don't strike out as much, and it's Coors. So I'll go back to the well with him. 7,300, I do not mind. Then we look at Ty over here. 6.65 ERA. So he got called up on September 1st, but he had been down since July 26th. Negative his last 3 starts. Kind of what I think will probably happen in this one. If I'm going any bats in this one, it's definitely Milwaukee bats against a left-handed pitcher. And the bats that jump out here, William Contreras with 20 bombs. I would look at him. Love Willy Adames today with 29 home runs. Rhys Hoskins against the lefty, I'll take him, 23 bombs. Jackson Chourio you could look at. A couple cheap options, Garrett Mitchell or Blake Perkins. I do not mind. So I am 100% avoiding Block. I'm going Myers, and I'm going Milwaukee stack here. White Sox at Boston does have a weather concern. Garrett Crochet versus Cooper Criswell. Crochet, game logs, coming off a decent game against the Mets with 8 Ks. But then he did start that Texas game, didn't get anything in because that's where they stopped it in the first inning. I don't know why they started the game. Idiots. But then against San Francisco, did nothing. The problem is he has not gone deep into games. He is on some sort of limit. He has not reached 5 innings in a start since June 30th. So that's pretty much what you're getting. And you're paying $7,400, so they have priced him down. The Boston strikes out third most out of any team. So we look at that. If he could get those strikeouts in the first 3 innings, that would be great. But again, they're going to pull him. It just depends if he's going to be effective enough in Boston. Especially if the weather's a concern, they probably pull him even closer. So it might be just hard to take him at all. That's probably what it will be for. Just kind of hard to take him here. And then you got Cooper Criswell coming in, 4.14 ERA. At home, 3.83. He's already faced the White Sox once this year, gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned in 5 innings, got the loss. And that came back on June 7th in Chicago. He's only kind of gotten worse since then. It's weird to say, but do we want to look at some of the White Sox bats? We could. We could look at some of the White Sox bats. I mean, again, the White Sox are the White Sox, so they're not very good. But against Criswell, no one's. We got Luis Robert with a home run. Against right-handed pitching, though, I mean, Corey Lee you could look at with 8 bombs. Nicky Lopez bats better against righties than lefties, so batting .244, but only 1 home run. You got Benintendi batting .234 with 13 bombs. You got Luis Robert with 13 bombs. You got Gavin Sheets with 7. Never want to forget about Andrew Vaughn with 12 bombs. The problem, it's the White Sox. We know that they're very bad. Historically bad, probably the worst baseball team ever. Bad News Bears are better than them. Tournaments, okay, I don't mind the White Sox as a stack here. But then you do want to look at the Red Sox too, because I think Crochet gets out of there, then he gets to the bullpen, which is a bad bullpen. So you're still looking at Rafaela, you're still looking at Duran, Tyler O'Neill, Devers, like you're looking at those guys. Yoshida, depending if they get into it, Rob Refsnyder will be a cheap option against a lefty if you don't trust Crochet to go very deep. I could see it. I could see it going that way. So Boston's the main stack if the weather holds up, but I do not mind the White Sox as a sneaky stack because of how bad Cooper Criswell is. Minnesota, Kansas City, Bailey Ober versus Alec Marsh. Bailey Ober coming off 25.1 fantasy points against Toronto, 6 innings, 8 Ks. We used him there. We also used him against Atlanta where he gave up 9 earned runs very early in the game. So again, we're not always right. That's the difference between us and like other DFS providers. They're going to give you 5 plays. That's it. If those plays go off, they will tweet it to the world, or X or whatever we call it now. If those plays flounder, they delete their video or they delete their tweets, and you don't find them. That's the way it is, and that's the major people. But we look at this. I will let you know when I'm wrong. And I was wrong about him against Atlanta, but we were right against Toronto. Now he's going up against Kansas City. He's already faced them twice this year. 2 times. 6.1 innings. He's given up 18 hits, 15 runs, and 14 earned runs with 6 home runs. I don't know what's going on. He has a 19.9 ERA against them this year, minus 7.6. We are stacking Kansas City. We are looking at Bobby Witt Jr. We are looking at Freddie Furman. Sorry. We are looking at Salvador Perez. Pretty much anyone in this lineup. You could look at MJ Melendez. You could look at Kyle Isbell, Michael Massey, Michael Garcia. Whoever is in this lineup, pay attention and kind of see who it is for Kansas City, because I don't know what is going on, why he's been just this bad. I don't know if he's tipping pitches and they just know about it. I don't know what's going on. But Kansas City bats against Ober. You've got Perez with 2 bombs batting .412. Garcia with a home run. Michael Massey with a home run. Bobby Witt Jr. has 16 at-bats against him, batting .563. What is that, 9 for 16 with a home run. You got Kyle Isbell with a home run, batting .400. Melendez has a home run. Tommy Pham has a home run. They all have home runs. I am 100% stacking this game. Kansas City is probably my favorite stack of the day. Then we have, on the flip side of that, Alec Marsh. 4.70 ERA, 100 strikeouts even. Not really striking out a ton of people. Splits-wise, he's already, Minnesota, 1 start, 5 runs, all earned, 2 home runs. that's the thing. Like, he hasn't had success either. I'm probably just looking at the bats in this one. You got Edward Julian with 1 home run. You got Jose Miranda with a home run. You got Trevor Larnach with a home run. All of these guys we like to use. I would use Willie Castro. Maybe Vasquez if he's in there. I don't know if he will be. Royce Lewis with 12 bombs. I don't mind him either. You could always look at Matt Wallner has 10 bombs. Cheap option would be Austin Martin, but I don't know if I'd use him. So yeah, I mean, I'm fully stacking this game. I could see this being 12 plus runs in this game or even more. Kansas City, I love them more as a stack. But yeah, I am not using the pitching in this one at all. Seattle at St. Louis, you got Logan Gilbert versus Kyle Gibson. Kyle Gibson technically has the best matchup of all pitchers because Seattle strikes out the most. Coming off a great game against the Yankees, there's no reason he should have had done this well against the Yankees. There's no reason. Splits-wise, he has not faced Seattle this year. When he pitches at home, he's got a 5.24, so he has been worse at home for whatever reason. Then you got Logan Gilbert, 3.19 ERA. Splits-wise, on the road, 3.95, which is still good. Coming off back-to-back really good starts. Now he goes up against St. Louis. Not being good as well on the road. St. Louis has been hitting kind of lately, though. So that's kind of what we look at. Against Kyle Gibson, Cal Raleigh has a home run, which I would definitely use him. I would use J-Rod. I would use J.P. Crawford. Rojas you could look at. Luke Raley I do not mind. St. Louis bats, only Matt Carpenter's 1 for 4 against them. But against right-handed pitching this year, Ivan Herrera batting 298. Arenado with 11 bombs batting 282. Goldie with 17 bombs. And then it's Burleson and Donovan both over 300. Burleson with 318 home runs. Donovan 273 with 11 bombs. I don't mind them as a stack. That's kind of what I'm looking at. I don't mind stacks there. Pitching-wise, Gibson for strikeout prop, maybe. For DFS, no. Gilbert for tournaments, I'm okay, but I think Seattle could hit him pretty hard as well. Toronto, Atlanta, Schwellenbach versus Jose Barrios. I don't know why Schwellenbach is this high up. Why is he so priced up so high? He was 9,800 that game against the Angels. He was the highest priced guy. I said avoid him. He did nothing. You got Philly, 30.6. You got Minnesota, 21.7. Now he's going up against Toronto. Why is he so high priced? Why? I don't know. The guy has a 3.69 ERA. Pitching at home, he has a 3.89 ERA at home. Why is he 9,400 DraftKings? And then you got Barrios. Atlanta, people are like, oh, it's Atlanta. I don't want to take pitchers against them. Their offense, they strike out a ton. They haven't been as good as people think. Splits-wise, he has not faced them this year. Pitching on the road, he does have a 4.35, but he's coming off 4. Well, let's see, 1, 2. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 straight 25 plus games. 24.5. 5 straight 24.5 plus games. Bad game against the Yankees, but they're a great hitting team. You got good game against Texas, 24.2. He's been decent. And Atlanta strikes out, let's see. Atlanta strikes out the 6th most out of any team. Striking out 9.17 times per game. Last 3 have actually been pretty good, but at home, they're striking out 9.18 times per game. We could look at, 7 strikeouts for him, 7,700. He is priced so down. I'd rather go Barrios and over Schwellenbach. Bats, really, at the moment, maybe that will change, but I'm not looking at bats right now in this game. The clear bats for both sides are pretty evident, but maybe we'll see once projections come out, once simulations in the middle of the day come out, we will see if that. But as of the moment, I'm probably just using Barrios in this game. And then we have 2 more games. But before we get to those last 2 games, the key phrase of the day to have a chance to win a free week of FTA Plus is Iowa Hawkeyes. Because it is rivalry week. We just put up 40, which is great, which is 40 times as many points as what we were averaging last year, because we were averaging 0 because we love to punt. The phrase is Iowa Hawkeyes. Love it or leave it, as Ricky Stanzi would say. Get it in there. Good luck to everybody. We got San Francisco, San Diego. You got Dylan Cease versus Webb. In this ballpark, I don't mind it. Pitching at home, it is a pitcher's park. It is. This is the facts, though. Dylan Cease has not been decent the past 3 starts. Not since I traded for him a while ago for my season long. It hasn't really worked out for me. He is very expensive. He has not done well lately. The past 2 games, Tampa Bay, St. Louis, he's not done well. He's already faced San Francisco twice this year, 10.2 innings, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, 13 strikeouts. So the strikeouts have been there. He's averaging 18 fantasy points a game. But at 10,100, we need 25 plus out of him. I don't know if we get to that. I don't know if I want to spend that much money on him. Might fade him today. Then you got Logan Webb against San Diego. Twice, 15 hits allowed, 13 innings, 4 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, averaging only 13.5. That's what's wild. They really haven't done much against the opposing teams is the thing. You look at them. San Francisco bats against Cease. You got Chapman with a home run. You've got Lamont Wade with a home run. Against right-handed pitching, as you can see, they hit lefties better. So that's why I'm split decision here, because Cease has not been doing very well lately. He's done decent against them, and San Francisco doesn't have very good. I mean, they hit lefties better. So in that sense, maybe we go Cease a little bit, but he is very, very expensive. If you wanted to fade Cease, I'm probably looking at Patrick Bailey. I'm probably looking at Chapman. Fitzgerald, Elliot Ramos is another one. Mike Yastrzemski, maybe Michael Conforto. San Diego bats against Webb. You got Machado with a home run. And that's it for home runs. But against right-handed pitching, they do smash righties way better than lefties. So I might fade Webb, and I might go with San Diego as a stack. I would look at, obviously, Jackson Merrill, who should win Rookie of the Year. Won't, because it'll be Paul Skeens, but it should be him. You got Machado with 17 bombs. You got Cronenworth with 268 batting average, 15 bombs. You've got Luis Ariz, I would look at. Jurickson Profar, and don't forget, Tatis is back. So I do not mind a San Diego stack. I am probably fading Webb, though, 100%. Little bit of Cease, but he is very expensive. Then the Cleveland Dodgers, Gavin Stone versus Cobb. They just put Gavin Stone on the IL. Yeah. Another blow. So I don't know who's going to be pitching for the Dodgers. It could be anybody, so we don't know. Let's see if it's brought up yet on Baseball Savant. It's probably not. Yeah, don't know. Gavin Williams. So Cleveland has Gavin Williams up there instead of Alex Cobb. So Cobb will not make his scheduled start due to a blister. This guy is ridiculous. He's hurt all the time. He had a broken or fractured fingernail. Now he has a blister. Now he's been replaced with Gavin Williams. Gavin Williams coming in. Last pitched on 9-2, so it'll be 5 days. Had a really good game against Kansas City. Has not faced the Dodgers this year. Tournament, maybe, but I'd rather go with the Dodgers as a stack. Obviously, Ohtani. Obviously, Betts, Teoscar Hernandez, Freddie Freeman. These are all very expensive. You're going to have to find a way to get them in there. But Gavin Williams, I just don't think he gets it done. And then we don't know who the Dodgers are going to pitch yet. So could be anything. Depending on what it is, wait for it to come out, because then we will be able to do projections, that we'll be able to update everything once it is announced. But the Dodgers have gotten a ton of injuries. It might be Yamamoto. I read something about him maybe being back. Is he reinstated? Yamamoto will return from the injured list to start against the Cubs next Tuesday. Okay. So it'll be next Tuesday. So, yeah, it could be a bullpen day for him. They could be calling somebody up that we don't even know about yet. So, yeah, that is something we don't know and we can't really go off of. But Depending on who it is, that will determine who we like. But obviously, J-Ram being a switch hitter, I love. Stephen Kwan hits lefties and righties well. Josh Naylor is day-to-day, so definitely pay attention there. David Fry would be another one I'd look at. Andres Jimenez. It will really just depend on who the Dodgers decide to throw out there. And there you have it. That is the Saturday breakdown. Hopefully you guys are, if you're new to the channel, you've decided to subscribe already. We are trying to give away a lot of things. So make sure you check out the website. Down below, there's a ton of things in the description of this video. Links out there. Be on the lookout because I'm going to be making some NFL content videos today. We're going to look at the slate. We're going to break it down a little bit, and hopefully we're going to have a little bit of fun with it as well. It'll be a lot longer video than what you're used to, and it won't be in this environment. I'll be somewhere else, but I'm going to make you guys, hopefully, the best DFS video. It might even be live. I don't know. Again, like, I would love to be able to set aside. We used to go live every Sunday. Every Sunday morning at like 10 a.m., 10 to 12, right to lock, we would go live. Then I had a kid. Now I have two. And it is very hard to be able to go live with them coming up, with the toddler coming downstairs all the time. So we'll see. But yeah, definitely check out the website, FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. Check everything else out. So yeah, let's go with the pitches be crazy. These are not necessarily all the ones we're going to use, but these are ones that we do. They have the best matchups against the teams. You got Kyle Gibson versus Seattle. Seattle strikes out 10.14 times per game. On the road, 9.82. Tobias Myers versus Colorado. Colorado strikes out 9.88 times per game on average, but on the road, they strike out 10.55. You got Garrett Crochet at Boston, but Garrett Crochet probably not going to go that deep into the game. That's the only thing that scares me there. Mitchell Parker at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh strikes out 9.27 times per game. 8.54 at home. And then Zach Eflin versus Tampa Bay, his former team, who he did have, 7 or 8 strikeouts before. Tampa Bay strikes out 9.21 times per game. And on the road, they strike out 9.74. So again, that's Kyle Gibson, Tobias Myers, Garrett Crochet, Mitchell Parker, and Zach Eflin. And now, what you guys have been waiting for. All of the batters that currently have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating. This could change, but there are way more than there were yesterday. Yesterday, 4 or 5? Yeah, 4 or 5. Okay, number 1, Aaron Judge. Number 2 is Schwarber. 3 is Cedric Mullins. 4 is William Contreras. 5 is Jesus Sanchez. 6 is Juan Soto. 7 is Jackson Chourio. 8 is Castellanos. 9 is Brandon Marsh. 10 is Brian De La Cruz. 11 is Adley Rutschman. 12 is Gary Sanchez. 13 Jurickson Profar. 14 Willy Adames. 15 Rhys Hoskins. 16 Carlos Santana. 17 Jose Miranda. 18 Ryan Jeffers. And number 19 Anthony Rendon versus Jack Leiter. So we already love a Kansas City stack today. I don't think that is a surprise. Love a Kansas City stack today. Love a Minnesota stack today. Love a Milwaukee stack today. And Philly. Probably the 5th one, Baltimore. Those would be my stacks I would look at. Again, we'll change and update everything we need to on the website. Go check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. MLB tab, there's a ton of information down there for you. Go check it out. Good luck today. Make sure you come back for our Sunday edition tomorrow. Let's have fun today. Hopefully your college team wins. Hopefully your baseball team wins. Hopefully your NFL team wins tomorrow. We're very excited for NFL Week 1. We're going to absolutely murder it moving forward. So good luck today. And as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.